Egypt suffered a crushing setback this week against Ethiopia. Welcome to my views and news. Thanks for watching the channel. Egypt trying to put Ethiopia under pressure to force Ethiopia to sign a legally binding agreement about GERD, but it seemed that this week was a bad week for Egypt. Secondly, an update for you from southern Tigray far border. Confrontation between TPF and Tigray militaries. So, what's happening there? Any improvement? Some updates for you from the area. Let's start with Egyptian attempt to undermine the inauguration of GERD. Grand Ethiopian Renaissance. Damn, Egypt wants Ethiopia to sign a legally binding agreement about GERD. It does not want Ethiopia to build more GERD-like dams over River Nile. It wants Ethiopia to sign a legally binding agreement about how much water will be released in River Nile, how much will be stored in the dam, when will the water be released, when will the water be stored. So Egypt wants agreement on operational issues. Ethiopia wants to keep its operational autonomy of the dam. It does not want to commit to any agreement about how to operate dam, how to when to release or store water, how much to release or store water. So this tension ongoing. Egypt says that it is deficient in water, and Ethiopian dam could reduce the flow of water to Egypt. Ethiopia says no change so far, that there won't be any change. Egyptian concerns are just baseless. Egypt make a big diplomatic move this week when Egyptian president invited Yoweri Museveni, Ugandan president, to Cairo. Before that, Al-Sisi sent his foreign minister Badr Abdilate to Uganda. Badr Abdilate submitted a request from Egypt to invite Yoweri Museveni to visit Cairo. Then we saw that 48 hours ago, Yoweri Museveni landed in Cairo. We're waiting for joint press briefing by the two leaders. The two leaders held a joint press briefing. And what Yoweri Museveni said does not contain any support for Egypt. Egypt, the President Sisi reiterated Egyptian position that Egypt will not allow its due share of water, River Nile water, to be controlled by any country, etc. But Yoweri Museveni was very measured and balanced in his statement. Standing alongside Al-Sisi, Yoweri Museveni rejected historical rights over River Nile, which was a big statement by the way. He said that joint strategies should be adopted to benefit from River Nile, Blue Nile, White Nile, and to develop Blue Nile and White Nile river areas, and to generate electricity. He said all should benefit from electricity too. Cheap electricity can be produced and purchased if dams are built. So Yoweri Museveni basically backed Ethiopian position about GERD. Did not say a word which could be seen as critical of Ethiopian position. So Sisi's attempt to involve Uganda on Egyptian side to strengthen Egyptian narrative has failed. It miserably failed. This he did not do the homework. I think he thought that he can just invite Museveni, and Museveni standing in Cairo will support Egypt. But Museveni was very careful, very measured in his speech about uh, just a few weeks remaining now. After that, GERD will be inaugurated. Egypt's last hope, I think, is from Trump, US president. Will Trump put his foot in to solve this issue? Trump is interested in ending Sudanese civil war. Egypt is a key ally of the US. Let's see what Trump does now. Egyptian moves in Africa, in the Middle East to put pressure upon Ethiopia are not working. Secondly, there were some updates for you from southern Tigray and from southern Tigray Afar border. Any de-escalation between TPF and Tigray military, between Tigray military and local governments and local people in southern Tigray. Firstly, no de-escalation on a far southern Tigray border. TPF still operating in a far region. Uh, Thousands of them are there. Tigray military deployed in border areas. 2 days ago, there was a clash between them in a border area. Both accused each other of initiating the attack, but one Tigray military official was killed. Another one was killed too. The second one was injured, taken to a hospital, admitted there. Later, he died reported. So, 2 deaths on the Tigray military side are being confirmed. It happened 2 to 3 days ago. Then last night, mortars were fired by Tigray military at TPF, Tigray Peace Force, reportedly. It happened in Meghalaya, reportedly. Tigray military does not want to go deep into a far region, but it does not want TPF fighters to enter Tigray from the far region. That is why it fires warning shots, it fires mortars to ensure that border is protected, the TPF members don't enter Tigray territories. Secondly, viewers, in Vajra too, there was a conflict between army there and Gujarat local government. Thirdly, Mehoni, where military has been trying to expand its presence. Situation is tense in Mehoni. More picket points, more checkpoints have been established in Mehoni. Militias, security forces, police officials are patrolling the streets of Mehoni. It seems that Tigray military could make another move to dismantle Hafto Cross, zonal government, and Wareda governments. When will the military make this move? TPLF wants military to finish as soon as possible, to finish the unfinished agenda of dismantlement of southern Tigray. Tigray military knows that people will rise again, they will start protesting, they will confront military. And only military will suffer, TPLF won't suffer. That is why military is careful. Some hawks in military, like Johannes, Begbe, Bijine, hardcore supporters of TPLF, they want second round of operation in southern Tigray. And that is the military is strengthening its presence. When will the second round of operation start? Let's see. We'll have to wait to see. Thank you for watching.